Hey guys, Andrew McFarland from StartAJuiceBar.com here. Hope you guys are feeling amazing, happy, healthy. And today we're talking about the importance of timing when starting your juice bar. And before we get into that, if anybody's new to the channel, for the last over a decade, myself and my company have been helping hopeful entrepreneurs like yourself launch juice bar concepts from start to finish. And thank you to those of you who have been liking the video. You can press the like button below. Appreciate all the support, and let's just dive into this conversation. I was thinking about this yesterday. I was thinking about my personal journey starting my juice bar business and how early on, when I opened my company in Los Angeles, there were really only a handful of cold pressed organic juice bars. Most of the juice bars were pretty low quality, and during that period of time, over 10 years ago, there really wasn't a lot of competition. And if we look at present day in Los Angeles, there may be over 70 plus juice bars, give or take, in this similar sort of demographic or similar business model. And I was thinking about how important it is to be right on time when it comes to opening this business. I think a lot about this in terms of, let's say, like surfing a wave. The customer demands kind of come in these waves, right? And if you're in the ocean and you're surfing, you understand that you got to start paddling right before that wave hits so that you can surf that wave into the shore. And business is so similar, because if you're too early to a market, then you have to figure out, can I tread water long enough for this market to catch up to me, right? If you're late and the market is saturated, now you're dealing with a lot of competition, and it might not be the best thing for you to get into. And so there's a gentleman actually by the name of Bill Gross, and he did a TED Talk that was pretty popular, and he's been a part of over 100 startup companies, and he was analyzing all of these elements to say what actually is the most important element in a company's success. And he was looking at how well they were funded, what their team structure was like, what was their business model, and then what was the timing, when did they open in terms of the demands in the market. And he actually discovered that timing was the most important factor. And so if you guys are in a place where you are, one, not sure of is it the right time, and then two, if you've been thinking about this business but you really haven't taken that step forward, I want to encourage you to first do the research and then actually take advantage of the opportunity that is at hand right now. Because, first thing to talk about, if you're not sure if it's the right time or not, there are going to be indicators in a market. It's not always something that you can have 100% clarity around, because you have to really have a pulse for the environment that you're in. But there are other things that can give you a sense. How big is the organic produce section at your grocery store? Are there fitness studios? Are there yoga studios? Are there dance studios? These kinds of things are going to start to give you a sense of how big the market of people who are health conscious consumers actually is. And then, as to the last thing I was mentioning, take advantage of this opportunity, because as they say, one of the worst feelings that you will have as a human being is that of regret. And I don't want any of you guys to look back in regret and think, oh, what if I started that business? And you're looking at someone else who actually did start that business and now is thriving and is doing well. So if you're in a place where in your environment you can see that, there's some momentum happening around people living more health conscious lifestyles, this is the right time to get in. And you can project 6 months out, okay, a year out, because it might take that long for you to get open. Normally, as if you watch our other videos, we usually estimate for about 6 to 8 months, but it can take a little bit longer. You can do it shorter. It depends on a number of factors, but you have to look ahead of time and see where do you want to be 6 months from now, a year from now, and start taking steps towards getting there. Because the last thing you want is to look around in your environment and say, I had that vision and that passion to start that business and I didn't do it. And 5 years later, I'm still where I'm at in life, and I could have been doing something that I was more passionate about, that was helping my community, that was also allowing me to bring financial abundance into my life, so on and so forth. So really think about the timing, because markets do get saturated, and it will get to a point where the barriers to entry are increased because there aren't as many great locations that are available. So if you're in a place right now where you're considering it, take advantage of this opportunity because it's the right time in this market. Humanity is getting healthier, and it's beautiful to see how much demand for this product there is at this moment. And eventually it might come to the place where it's just normal and everybody's drinking juice just like everybody is drinking coffee or anything else. But right now we're in that upswing. We're in that point where demand is really, really increasing. So I just want to encourage all of you to take advantage of that so that you're not looking back wishing that you had. All right, this is Andrew McFarland with StartAJuiceBar.com. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Wishing you guys a lot of success. If you guys aren't subscribed to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, you can put it below. If you want to go deeper into this kind of content, we have a whole online course. There's a link in the box below. If you're not following us on Instagram, I encourage you to do that. And if you haven't listened to our Juice Bar Experts podcast, we're on iTunes, we're on Spotify. We also have links on our website, so you can visit our website for that. And I'll see you guys at the next video. Take care.